Yo, checking in again. Another day, another message. I'm sitting here waiting a meeting with a parent because she called me a couple of days ago and said, Craig, can you talk to me, give me some advice about her son, because he's making decisions in his life that are impacting himself and the rest of his family. So as I'm waiting, I thought, let me put something out there, let me throw something for people to talk, think, discuss and share as usual. And it's been kind of sad recently because I've had a lot of parents crying on the phone. I've had a lot of parents in person crying, saying, Craig, I don't know what to do. My son's not listening, my daughter's not listening. Is there anything that you can advise me? And it's difficult because recently I've been attending a lot of court hearings, a lot of exclusion meetings, a lot of family mediation sessions with parents and their kids. And it's kind of difficult because, it's what I've noticed is that there is a divide within the family nowadays. There's a divide within the household, and it's either the kids are not listening to their parents or their parents are not listening to their children. And all I would say to the youths that are out there is that some of the decisions that you guys make, enough of you guys don't need to make the decisions. Some of you are coming from good families, good foundation, and some of you guys are still making decisions and going along with certain individuals that is impacting yourself and impacting your mum. And it seems like the mothers are just hurting, man. Our women in our community are hurting. They don't know what to do with their sons. And there's men that are out there, especially youths that I work with, enough of them are putting some big pressure on their parents. I was speaking to one youth that's been locked up, and I was speaking to him on a reel, and I said to him, what is the biggest thing that you regret from living a lifestyle of banging and living a lifestyle of on road and just doing certain things? And he said, you know what, Craig, I didn't even need to get involved in certain things. Yeah, I was around certain men, I lived in a certain area or lived in a certain block where certain men were rolling, and I felt that I had to do it. But the biggest regret that I had was the impact that it had on my mum, being in a gang, going to prison, long prison visits, police meetings, prison visits. There's loads of different things, and I just thought to myself, that's kind of sad for a youth to acknowledge that, and it took him for him to get locked up, for him to acknowledge that the impact it had on his family. And I guess these are the reasons why I put these videos out there, because even if there's not that communication out there, hopefully these types of videos will put that out there to get parents and kids to talk to their parents. And one thing that I've also noticed with this particular argument is also, like I said, the communication that parents don't have with their children. I'm working with a family right now where the parent has sent her child to a school in a completely different area with good intention, because she didn't want him to get involved in certain things. But because her son hasn't been involved in certain things, lives in a particular area, he's getting himself into difficulty from other individuals that are from that particular area, and it's causing a situation where he doesn't want to go to school, or when he goes to school, he kicks off at school, and all these different things. And all of these so-called organisations that are supposed to be working with these youths, none of them are there. All these people that say that they're working with these youths and saying that they're doing therapy or they're doing mentoring, none of these people seem to be there, and we're just left with a bunch of youths that are living in our community that don't have no support and don't have no help. And it's sad because people like myself that are out there trying to put things together and trying to make things work. So my message really today is more to the youths, to the boys and the girls, because sometimes when we talk about these issues, we forget about the girls and the decisions that girls are now making, putting pressure on their parents, going out there, sleeping around, going out there, involving themselves with roadmen or individuals that don't care about them, or girls that don't care about them or don't have their best interest at hand. And the impact it's having on mums and dads is mad. And I'm sick and tired of going to prisons. I'm sick and tired of going to prison hearings. I'm sick and tired of receiving letters from the mandem that are experiencing difficulty right now. And that's another thing that sometimes we don't think about. Sometimes when you go on a visit mandem, you're probably talking to the mandem about the road and rare and sometimes that's not what they want to hear. Sometimes I don't want to hear about all of the madness that's going on outside, because all it is reinforcing the idea of how they used to be, and some of them want to move forward. And start putting pressure on enough of the youths that might be coming out of prison and saying, yeah, my man's going to be doing this and my man's going to be doing that. Sometimes you don't know the mental state of these individuals, but we're putting this pressure on them. And that pressure is not only carrying with themselves, it's also applying to their parents. And it's something that I just want to put out there, that when men are on the road, when girls are out there doing certain things, when the men are getting themselves involved in certain things that they don't have to, and men are on 18 years, 30-year bids. It's not just you that's going through this. You know, your parents are holding the weight as well. Your parents have to be ones that have to go to work and face individuals and people that ask them stupid questions. Your parents are the ones that have to do that 18 years with you, or that 30 years with you, and your parents are the ones that also have to pick up the pieces when everything's falls down. You know what I'm saying? So all I'm saying is that we need to respect our parents that are out there. We need to communicate with our kids more. If we don't know how to communicate with our kids more, we need to find ways of communicating with them, because it's about bringing back the village, it's about restoring certain things, it's about breaking the cycle. It's Real Action Youth in Motion. It's about turning real talk into real action. Peace.